Namaste. Today we are going to practice together few scientifically proven breath practices that will help you reduce your stress and anxiety. Today during the practice we will go through 4 different types of practice which I will explain to you one by one, and if you would like to practice along, you can, as soon as the explanation is over for one video, you can pause the video and continue with your practice. If any of you are familiar with any of these practices, we can always skip the explanation and directly move into the practice. Welcome. Today, the few of the breath practices that we are doing are proven to activate our parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible to cool us down, to make us feel calm, relaxed and composed. The very first practice that we are going to do today is called as Samavritti breathing practice. Here what we are going to do is very simple. We are going to inhale and exhale for equal duration. We will start with inhaling for 1 second. We will exhale for 1 second. We will continue that to 2 seconds, exhale for 2. From 2 we will go all the way till 10, and from there we will slowly start coming back to 1. Samavritti breathing practices is a technique that people have been using throughout the world for many years. It is proven for you to feel a little, to bring out the balance in your gunas, to bring out an equanimity in your own mind. The practice is very simple. It can be practiced by anybody, but then in case you feel difficulty in taking your breath all the way till the 10 and then coming back, you will need to do is simple. Just pick out the number that works out best for you. If you feel it's difficult for you to proceed post 6, just pause. Take some normal breathing, calm yourselves down, and then from there we can move to the next breathing. So we'll just take a demo for the Samavritti breathing practice. So in all the breathing practices that you do, what you will have to maintain is one way of posture. So in your posture, we do not say that you have to be too stiff. What you will have to do is you can try and maintain your pelvic, your diaphragm and your vocal cords in a straight line, so that your body is naturally in a straight line. You do not have to stretch your shoulders too much. You do not have to be stiff. A natural human position, our shoulders are slightly stooped. So you can maintain that. You can leave your palm open. Either you can leave it on top of your knees, or you can place it just in front of your body, but try to ensure you can leave your palms open so that your palm acts as a receiver. You're able to receive the energy from in and around you. If anybody has a problem with your knees and you feel difficulty in sitting for a longer duration, you can always grab a pillow or a cushion, keep them and sit on top of that, or you can directly sit on a chair and continue with the practice. We'll go with a few rounds of Samavritti breathing practice. You slowly close your eyes first. Few rounds of normal breathing. Inhale slowly for 1 count. Exhale for 1. Inhale for 2, 1. Exhale for 2, 1. Inhale for 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. You can continue all the way till 10 and then come back from here. You can always feel free to pause the video at any time and continue with your own practice. The next practice that we are going to do is a very mild pace Kapalabhati. So Kapalabhati is active exhalation using your abdomen. You have very active exhalation, completely in control, using your abdomen, using your core muscles. Your diaphragm is completely active. At the same time, your inhalation is going to be passive. It's as simple as you do a complete exhalation, you empty out your lungs completely, then naturally, even without you trying, you passively start inhaling to make up for that lost oxygen from your lungs. So that is what the same happens during Kapalabhati practice. We do active exhalation, but on a very passive way. Subconsciously we keep inhaling so that there is no lack of oxygen in our body. We are going to do this in a very mild pace. Say for example, So this is the pace that we will be maintaining. We will do shorter durations. We will do 15 exhalations with each of our inhalation, and we will continue it from there. Those of you who are very new to the practice of Kapalabhati, you do not have to do it multiple times. We can try and maintain the count of 10 to 15. Try the repetitions for 2 to 3 times. Others, if you are regular with it, you can go all the way to 6 to 7 repetitions for the same practice. One thing you will always have to keep in mind is inhale, exhale, and then when you are doing an active exhalation, after your 15 count, take in a very deep normal inhale, fill in your lungs, and then start with the next practice. We will do one round of Kapalabhati together right now. When you're practicing together, you can always continue the practices. Just once more, root yourselves, close your eyes. Take a deep inhale. Exhale completely. Inhale halfway. From there we start with the Kapalabhati. If you want, you can place your hands on your abdomen so that you understand how your abdomen is moving. We start with the practice. Slowly exhale completely. Inhale again. Exhale. Inhale halfway. We do the second round. Relax yourself with normal breathing. That was Kapalabhati. The third set of practice that you are going to do is called as a 4-7-8 breathing. It is a very common technique used everywhere. So today in the practice we are going to build a slight change or a slight differentiation in the practice. So 4-7-8 breathing is simple. You're going to inhale for the count of 4. You're going to hold your breath for the count of 7 and exhale slowly for the count of 8. Here the small difference will be that when you are doing your exhalation, you're going to do a pursed lip exhalation. So instead of doing a complete exhalation through your nose, you're going to do from your lips. It's going to be like inhale for the count of 4. Hold your breath for the count of 7. And when you exhale, open your lips slightly and inhale again for 4. Hold your breath for 7. Exhale with a pursed lip breath for 8. You can do this up to 10 to 15 rounds. Normally, if you do have the time in your hand, it's a great practice that you can continue all the way to 10 to 15 minutes. But today, considering a lot of you are beginners, you can just stop it after 10 to 12 rounds there. So 4-7-8 breathing is something which includes breath holds. So one thing you'll always have to keep in mind is while breath practices and breathing techniques are something that really helps you to bring down your stress, at the same time it is also something that tends to activate. So if you tend to hold in a lot of breath inside with the very long breath holds, there are chances that you tend to activate your sympathetic nervous system, which might become a cause for stress. So while breath practices is a reason to reduce that, it can also be a reason for the cause. So you will have to find that momentum or the pace that works out best for you and continue with the practice from there. The very last practice that we have is the technique called as 10-10-2-2-10-10 breathing. You're going to inhale for the count of 10. We hold the breath for the count of 10 again. Exhale very quickly for the count of 2, and then you hold there below for the count of 2, and then we continue the circle with again 10, hold for 10, exhale quickly for 2, and then you again hold below for 2. Continue with 10, 10, 2, 2. We will do one practice together. Take a deep breath, normal one. Exhale. Slowly inhale for the count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You hold your breath for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale quickly for the count of 2, 1. Hold your breath below for 2, 1. Inhale again slowly for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 2, 1. Hold your breath for 2, 1. Continue with the same circle with 10, 10, 2, 2 count. So that is our last practice, which is called as the 10, 10, 2, 2 breathing. Each of these breath practices, there is no particular order with which you should be doing it. You can always pick out the practice that works out best for you. It's always good to mix the breath practices so that your body, different systems in your body is always activated. Like the Samavriti breathing that we did very first, creates a kind of equanimity and a balance in your body, whereas Kapalabhati activates your body with the exhalation. Thanks to the exhalation, it helps you trigger and activate your parasympathetic nervous system. At the same time, the third one which we did, the 4, 7, 8 breathing, thanks to the breathing pattern that we do, it is something that lets more amount of air goes into your lungs. It activates all the bronchioles inside your lungs, because of which it is something that not just relaxes you but also rejuvenates you, and it makes you feel fresh. The breathing practice. The final one, 10, 10, 2, 2 breathing, it's something that really calms you down. The long breath and the breath hold together, mixed together, really calms you down, and it really helps you, takes away your stress from your mind, your body. It really calms you down there. So any of these practices, practice them in any order. Find out the right amount or number of repetitions that is suited for you. Anybody who's a beginner, I wouldn't suggest doing them any of these breath practices for too long a time. But once you find a good practice, once you're able to hold the breath, once you're able to take in the longer and slow inhalations and the very slow exhalations, then you can always slowly improve from there and take it forward from there. That's all for the practice today. Thank you.